great work you're doing, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you guys.
Ta-ra, bye.
See ya.
That's the game. Wow. That was a podcast and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good, really good.
I feel absolutely knackered, but inspired to implement the changes. And I need to do it today before I put it as a task to do for a week away.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to actually implement the rule of not having my phone in my room, even though it doesn't. One thing with my phone is I sometimes use Headspace and put like meditation on to go to sleep.
You could flight mode
sleep
it,
story.
You could make at least, if it's in the room, it's flight
It's
mode
not.
always.
See, I never go on. Once I go up to bed, I've got my bedtime routine. Put my phone on charge. The only thing I would ever go on it for is Headspace. Like I never.
Yeah.
Dom might be texting me, flipping, pestering me somewhere else, but I'm like, no, I'm off to bed. So maybe it's not a bad issue. I don't know about the flipping Bluetooth and all those signals knocking about. So yeah. Bit, there's some things to think about. I'm sort of pretty good with triggers and stuff, I think, in terms of going on
Let's
Instagram.
go through them in order then. Like, what is it costing you at your worst moments when that tech's taking over?
What is it costing me? It's costing me peace of mind. That's one for sure on social media. That it can lure me into an anxious state if I go on social media. Not usually the posting, and I don't really look at likes and all that sort of stuff. That's not something that's top of my list. It's just if I get stuck on a news feed, which I'm quite good at doing. I think because I've had a brain injury, I've had an inbuilt thing where my eyes start to burn, my brain starts to burn if I'm on my phone for too long. So that's kicked the habit of sitting there and going on it too much. But yeah, I think it costs me sometimes peace of mind. It costs me the fear of missing out for sure. I think.
Yeah.
You know, I've left behind my profession, and it can be sort of at times I see, stuff to do with Rhino, stuff to do with Billy, and I'm like, fuck, I used to be in that, I could be doing that now, it'd be this game now, and it's a projection into what I'm not doing sometimes. So yeah, that I guess peace of mind encapsulates that.
What rules are you going to set up for the next one? You mentioned the phone, but you're just going to be strict about making sure you don't use it in the bedroom. But
so I've already got a rule that I don't go on my phone in the morning. I'm quite good with that. Unless I get a meditation up, that's quite good. And I don't go on emails. I've got a bit of a, because of that
don't
brain.
reply to emails either, really, do you?
Yeah, well, that's our WhatsApps. So, but that's it. You've got to deal with the, oh, why aren't you texting me back? Why aren't you messaging me back? You know, that side of life.
Is that my voice? What's that voice?
Compared to,
I don't say that.
Compared to, oh, I've got to get back to him. I've got to take. I am probably.
It's usually, are we doing the podcast today and where? Quite important information.
I just, if I said that 2 weeks ago, that is the plan. That's the.
I'll call ahead next time.
You don't have to call ahead. But yeah, that's one.
Space management. Is there anything about being in certain rooms like? So if where's your laptop usually?
Oh, I'm always looking for my laptop, so that's all right. I've already unconsciously hidden my laptop.
Knowing your triggers then. If you're bored and there's nothing on, do you reach for the phone and just scroll through stories? Because you've mentioned stories to me a few times. I don't have Instagram, but that's the one you mentioned.
That's something that I go on.
The most time.
Yeah, I think possibly. Not a lot of time.
Boredom.
Probably, yeah. Just not that I'm not doing all. I have the best days when I'm going to meet someone at 9:30. Go to meet someone straight after that. Go for a walk, have lunch. I'm busy doing stuff. I'm busy doing tasks for mental.
Any people in particular?
I just usually my own inner monologue I'm meeting. My own.
If you're meeting physical other people.
Oh, other people, right?
Just out of interest, just for the experiment.
Sometimes I meet you, don't I? Sometimes
go
for a walk.
I didn't expect that.
Sometimes meet Chris, and it's not intentional. Sometimes, most of the time, it's I've got to go meet him. You know, it's like I've got to go see Chris today. I'll get over there, and you know, who else did I meet? I met Jamie Jones with Cannon the other week for a walk. That was nice.
Bramley?
I actually bumped into Alistair Brownlee the other day.
No, Bramley. Did you go for a walk with JJB and Bramley?
Oh no, flipping heck! No, I was in he came to Edinley. He rid his bike up to Edinley, and we had a coffee and a yakka, a yarn. Is that a word? Yarn.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it is in your world. Is there what else on
they're the
that
four
list?
main ones.
You've got them. You've got them now, haven't you? So so go on then. Tell us about this consciously digital session that you had. A couple of sessions. We've just done the podcast on being consciously digital with Anna Dedyukhina. But Chris has done.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago, I think it was. Maybe it was really hard in the pandemic to know time, but I had 2 or 3 sessions with Beth Castoria, and it was about. She was asking my kind of digital habits and how I use it in the morning and what things I'm struggling with. And for me, it's that I want to write. That's the thing I do enjoy the most. That's kind of the thing my identity is built around. And in the mornings, I noticed I'd turn on my computer with the intention I might do a bit of writing, but I'd load up social media and email. So immediately, I've kind of gone into this world of distraction.
Yeah, completely.
But because I work in social media management and I have to kind of keep an eye on emails, as soon as I opened them, the writing kind of went out the window, and there's always stuff to do, so I'd always end up having no time. So she was like, why don't you set the first hour of the day and just write? Because you still
and then you've got it done then.
Yeah, so then you actually, when you get to the other stuff, so now I write first hour, the next hour I usually read and do some notes, and then I'll have breakfast, and then I don't check my email sometimes. I think it's 10:30 usually I open up my email. And I'm still quite productive. I try and be much more focused when I'm in emails and messages. And
do you know what? Thinking about it now, I think I have got inbuilt disciplines for me for checking emails and stuff. And
from heading to or just in general?
I think a bit of both. Yeah, I think a bit of both. I think I've got stuff to do. If I go on my email, that's going to lead me down another rabbit hole. I'm going to have to think about. And then I can get overwhelmed because there's that much to do. But if I'm out about in the day doing stuff, and you know, even at home, like if I'm doing stuff, because obviously been a lot of working from home, I won't go on my email because I'm just like, it's going to take me away from what needs doing right now. And I think I'm quite good. And if I go on Twitter, I'll just check if anyone's mentioned me or anything, and then news feed. If I go on the news feed, I'm most of the time like, yeah, I'm not meant to be here. Do you know what I mean? I think I've got quite a good relationship with it at the minute. But like you say, it seeps back in. It can seep back straight.
Quite easily. Especially if I feel like when my life's not going great or it's quite stressful, that's when it feels like it's far more easier to fall into that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think it's interesting, Anastasia was saying, she notices in her body first, like, she'll feel a bit anxious. That's her first kind of sign to like, okay, actually.
Yeah, that was interesting. That. Yeah.
But no, it's good. Really, really good chat. I think people enjoy it.
I think so too.
Your phone's going now.
Sorry, just my phone. Yeah. Hello. This is not mentality now. It used to be. What are you calling for? No, it's no business now. Cheers. Right, bye.
That's a lie.
Just an annoying. When you do businesses, when you put businesses out there, it tends to put your number out on some sort of. This is what we're talking about, mate. I'm not conscious of how many people have got my number to pester me every day, ringing about windows for businesses.
Is that what that was?
Somewhat.
Mine's a car
Someone's
accident.
got something.
I always get car accident.
I've had a few of them. I had a car accident over a week, and this bloke's ringing me saying, "Oh, flipping heck, I heard you had a bad accident." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. Yeah." Why? How do you know? It's like, have you sorted all the insurance out? And I'm like thinking, no, we didn't go down insurance.
Like 100 people in a row who said no.
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. And I'm going, yeah. Did you see it? It's like, yeah, flipping heck. How the driver that stopped. behind you. I had a bad car accident actually, and really, really bad. This were about 5 months ago. Me and Natalie Natalie were driving, obviously. Me and Natalie were driving down the motorway at 80, 70 mile an hour tops, going down the motorway, and it's absolutely hammering it down. Right, it's like really bad weather. We're in a Ford car, going down middle lane of the motorway, and just starts aquaplaning, literally. That speed, it starts aquaplaning, and I just thought, oh, this is it, I thought. And that's like that, flipping, whoa, where we're going, skidding. We must have gone 100, well, a lot more, because we're going so fast. We must have gone 500 metres, skidding all over. We skidded along the right-hand side, the right lane of the motorway, and did about 2 360s. This sounds like something from The Office, something that from a fantasy film or whatever.
The Office? What episode?
Just, like...
What series are you watching?
But it sounds like I'm talking rubbish here, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Right? And it's serious. We nearly died, Chris. So, just... Anyway, so we were going down middle lane of the motorway, and we did a 360 across the fast lane of the motorway, and then we did another 180 to be facing backwards on the fast lane of the motorway in torrential rain. Pardon?
That's a 540 then, I think.
That's a 540, yeah. Might have been 900 actually. So me and Nat are in this car hurtling towards, who knows what. But I'm thinking, this is it. I actually thought this is it now. That's that. That's what I thought. That's that ruined. And we're turning in the car, and we're facing the wrong way, and we're just about to go smash into the barrier. And I thought, oh, shit, my head. Because I've got a concussion. Oh, my head! I don't want to bang my head anyway. Flipping, put my hand up a bit slow. We've gone back. The back end of the car smashed into the middle barrier, and we just hit it. Come to a stop, screech to a stop, and we're facing the wrong way. And me and Nat just looked at each other like, "Are you all right?" And she was like, "Yeah, you." And I were on a Zoom call in passenger seat about cuts for wages for COVID from Leeds Rhinos, and that's going on in the background. I'm like, turn that off now because I nearly died. And we just sat there like, yeah, all right, best sort of get out of the car on the fast lane of motorway. And Nat were fine, I were fine, and some bloke had actually stopped on the fast lane of the motorway right behind us and put his hazards on. And luckily a police car came about 2 minutes later, yeah. And we were like, what? Stopped all traffic, turned around. Yeah, it was scary, I know. But we were alright.